It is amazing and you will not regret it.
And it's on such...
Hey guys, it's KJ,
John,
and Winnie from DisneyMomLife.com. Welcome or welcome back. If you liked today's video, please
give it a thumbs up.
Hit that subscribe button.
Ding that notification bell.
And leave us a comment. And John, why are we dressed like this in the middle of November?
Because we're going to tell you why now is the time to start thinking about a Disney cruise for 2022. And the first reason, because it's something to look forward to. We're winding down now in the year 2020, thankfully, and everyone's thinking about when they can take a vacation next. 2021 is looking dicey as far as cruising and when that will be available to everyone. But 2022 looks wide open. We should be in the clear by then. We should be sailing smoothly by then. So that's the hope. So it's something to look forward to. I know we're looking forward to our next Disney vacation, cruise or otherwise.
We're already looking forward to going on a Disney cruise in...
Really? Can't you tell?
That's right. We're already looking forward to going on a Disney cruise in 2022 because 2021 probably not going to happen for us. Maybe there will be Disney sailings then, but not for us. So we're already planning ahead to 2022. Now, don't rush it. We're not rushing it because my little baby here, Winnie, is going to be 1 year old. Yeah, 1 year old this month in November. So I'm not trying to rush her growing up. But it is nice to think that someday she'll get to go on her very first Disney cruise. Hopefully many in her lifetime. And that's our first reason why we think you should book a Disney cruise in 2022.
The second reason why you should be thinking about a Disney cruise in 2022 is the itineraries were just released, and there's some amazing destinations that Disney will be sailing to.
And one of them is Hawaii. They are bringing back the Hawaiian Disney cruise. We are really excited for that. We went to Aulani for our honeymoon and we absolutely loved it, and ever since we have been talking about going back to Hawaii. So the thought of going on a Disney cruise and being in Hawaii just sounds amazing. The Disney Wonder is returning to Hawaii for 2 very special cruises, 2 10-night cruises, so it would be really cool if we got to go on one of those.
Yeah, and I've been dying to go on an Alaskan cruise, but I'm done with this cold weather. Bring on the sun. Give me the rays. You know, I'll go on a Hawaiian cruise. Yeah, let's book it. 2022, let's see as many islands as we can. Our trip to Aulani was fantastic. It was probably the best trip we've ever taken. I hope to go back to Hawaii sometime, and I would love to do it a different way. And a Disney cruise, who knows? Maybe we weren't planning to going back until maybe our 10th or 15th anniversary, but 2022, who knows?
The Disney Wonder will be setting sail from Vancouver to Honolulu on April 26, 2022, and then from what we understand, it's going to leave from Honolulu and go back to Vancouver that same trip. It's going to make one big loop, and no, you don't get to stay on. I don't know if you can do a back-to-back booking for that. There are some like weird laws and rules about back-to-back cruises. I know it's possible. I'm not sure if this one you could, but anyway.
Oh, is it? I didn't even realize it's a one-way trip to Hawaii.
Yeah, it's one way.
Oh, you gotta fly yourself back.
If I'm reading the itinerary correctly, so if I'm not, let me know in the comments down below. But
that's interesting. I'd never heard of that. I didn't know that like a cruise would bring you to a destination and not.
Yeah.
I guess transcontinental cruises do that, right? Like if you go from like United States to Europe. So those are typically one way. So
again, if I'm reading it correctly, that it is just going one way. So you'd fly to Vancouver, then do your cruise to Hawaii, and then fly home. And then, or if you're doing the other loop where you go to Honolulu and then back to Vancouver, and that one leaves on May 6, 2022. What we would recommend doing if you have the vacation time, because a 10-day cruise is really long, we recommend you at least stay a couple of nights in Aulani because it is amazing and you will not regret it.
And it's on such an isolated part of the island, away from the hustle and bustle of Waikiki Beach. You can always go there if you want, but it's on a nice, quiet, serene part of Oahu.
And speaking of the itineraries, the third reason we think that you should book a Disney cruise for 2022 is that there are so many sailings going out of both Florida and California. So why does this matter? Well, if you want to have a land and sea vacation, this is the perfect time to book your Disney cruise.
And we were supposed to have one of those vacations back in March of 2020, but we called it off about a week before we were going to go because of the pandemic. We were going to stay at Walt Disney World for 3 days, and then we were going to head to Cape Canaveral to depart on our ship for our 4-day cruise to Castaway Cay. So we were going to do that land and sea that KJ's talking about. And now in 2022, you'll have, sounds like, many options to do that, to have a land and sea vacation, whether it's Walt Disney World, or Disneyland.
Yes, there are several cruises leaving out of San Diego, and we actually went to Disneyland a few years ago. This is before Winnie. Before we were even married, I think. Before we were engaged. It's a long time ago. And we actually went to San Diego and Disneyland. So definitely not that far if you were leaving from a cruise out of San Diego and also wanted to spend some time in Disneyland. So for our West Coast friends or people like us who maybe want to go to Disneyland and just throw a cruise on the end of that, you could totally do that too. So depending on where you live in the States, if you wanted to do a cruise leaving from Florida and go to Disney World, or do a cruise from San Diego and you could do Disneyland as well. So that would be our next reason why we think that it's a great time to book a cruise in 2022.
The fourth reason that we have that why booking a Disney cruise for 2022 is a must is that the Disney Wish will be sailing. Now, it was supposed to start sailing in early 2022. That has now been pushed back to the summer of 2022. But as of now, it's still set to sail in 2022. So if you're a long-time cruiser and a long-time Disney cruiser and you've been anticipating getting on the Wish for the first time, you still are able to do it in 2022. So you should start thinking about making those reservations and getting on the Disney Wish, because it's going to be spectacular from everything that we've seen.
Oh, spectacular. The Disney Spectacular.
Oh.
That'd be a good name for a ship.
Yeah, because they're going to have 3 boats entering the fleet. The Wish is the only one. Yeah, the Wish is the only one that we know the name of. So
we were talking about names.
Yeah,
we were talking about what we think it could be. And actually, I feel like Spectacular would be a good one. The Disney Wish is approximately 144,000 gross tons. I'm not sure what that means by gross tons, but it's a big boat or a big ship. And it will be bigger than the Disney Dream and the Disney Fantasy. I think the Disney Dream is bigger than the Disney Fantasy, but this should be Disney's biggest or largest ship in their fleet. So we would love to check out any of the ships. We really are dying to get on a Disney cruise, but if you are someone that's been cruising for a long time, especially Disney cruising like John said, 2022 is the time to book your cruise for the Disney Wish. I'm sure there's like a long wait for that too.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure they already have a wait list going.
The longer out you go, you book, the better. And the fifth reason why we think that you should book a Disney cruise in 2022 is because it is November 2020 at the time of filming. So that gives you a lot of time till 2022 to save up for your Disney cruise. If you want to save up for things that you'll do on the boat, like extracurriculars, or for island excursions, or maybe you're thinking about doing that land and sea trip, now is the time to start saving for those things that you add on to your Disney cruise. So those are our 5 reasons why we think that you should book a Disney cruise right now. You have something to look forward to. There's a great itinerary, especially the one in Hawaii. There's great itineraries in general where you could do both land and sea.
And in 2022, you'll be able to sail on the Disney Wish. And since there's 14 months before 2022 even arrives, there's plenty of time to save for that magical Disney cruise vacation. I think we've probably lost about three Disney trips because of this pandemic. So with the money,
4.
maybe 4. So with the money that we saved, we decided to buy a house. So hopefully next year that savings will go towards a Disney cruise.
That's the plan. If you guys like this video, please
give it a thumbs up.
Hit that subscribe button.
Ding that notification bell.
And leave us a comment. What do you guys think? Are these 5 good reasons to book a Disney cruise in 2022? Are there more reasons you think that we should book a Disney cruise in 2022, or that you should book a cruise in 2022? What am I gonna do with this guy? Let us know in the comments down below. And with that, we'll see you real soon. Bye!
See you on the lounge. Cheers.
Winnie, are you ready to go on a tropical vacation? Not going to go on it. Can you not close my ear? 2022 for 2 special 10 nights. And whether you're going on the front end.
Ready to go in the pool? You ready to go in the pool?
We think you should